say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular their bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rockingham Speedway, race 9 of the Blazing Pedals Xfinity Series season in this 2021. Tonight's race sponsored by MF Racing Design. Can't thank Michael Falk enough for helping out and getting us on the air live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. You've got myself, Chris, and over there, my good friend, Rick Hammond Jr. Rick, how are you tonight, brother?
Hey, buddy, it's Sunday and we're in Rockingham. We're at the Rock, baby. I miss this track.
This is awesome. This is the second race I've attended here today. This track, though, 1 mile, and it is tricky coming out of turn number 2. We're going to see how these guys are able to handle it. Right now, we've got about 25 drivers lined up, ready to go. We'll see if any others join us as we continue on. We've got about, 23 minutes left to go, as we are right smack dab in the middle of practice.
Yeah, and just for Taylor the Butcher, Benjamin Taylor, when you watch this, Chris, it's actually 0.97 miles.
All right.
Just want to get that out.
Yeah,
there.
that's true. It's one of the things he did to me last Monday, corrected it. You know, there is a such thing as rounding up, and that's all I was doing. I don't know.
That's not how stats does it, though. It's got to be authentic, man.
That's true. All right. Well, that's fair enough. Gotta thank everybody over at TNA Motorsports. They definitely made me feel at home last Monday night. It was a lot of fun, and well, I can't wait to do it again. I think their plan, Rick, is to have both of us on. They're not going to get a word in. I'm not going to let that happen.
Nope. It's going to be the T3 shop talk that night.
Yes, sir. All right. Looks like we've got the first of probably many pit parties going on here. And we've got Dalton Kilroy leading the way out on track, just to see how these cars are going to stack in 2 by 2 racing here tonight. Corey Sherman, 4th quickest here in practice, getting his 3 on. Aaron Bockover showing a little bit of speed right now, Rick. 10th quickest in his number 44, just ahead of him. Amanda Sherman on track in the the 33 Perkins goes into the wall. That's not something we want to see. The 44 into the inside retainer. All right, well, this is some of the stuff that we could possibly see here during the race here at Rockingham. Again, this 1 miler, this is going to put on a heck of a show here tonight. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Turn 3 Racing Network.
That's right. We want to say thank you again to Michael Bach over at MF Racing Design, Chris. Most of these cars out here on this track, he has had his hands in the paint bucket, and they do look beautiful. So, folks, listen, if you need a butt kicker, first you want to use the code BLAZING for 20% off. But then you want to go over to MF Racing Designs on Facebook, and the link's down below. It's also in chat right now. And hit up Michael Block for an awesome paint, because if you get a butt kicker and an MF Racing Designs paint, your car is going to go at least 10 miles per hour faster than everybody else on iRacing.
You know how to make it go even faster, Rick? You contact Pay to Win Setups. Let them put the setup underneath your seat to go fast.
I mean, that sounds like a good package, man.
It's so good. Got to, of course, thank TRJ Karting.com. It's been a long day already. TRJ Karting.com, the series sponsor here for Blazing Pedals, has been for the last several years. And got to thank Tim. He has been a very huge reason that this league has been as successful as it is.
And unfortunately, Tim, not in the spotting booth tonight for Ian. Supposedly he's quote-unquote bowling, but supposedly his driver, who wasn't his driver a couple of weeks ago when they were in Martinsville, is now his driver again because he won today.
Man, Corey Sherman. It's big-time air. And he's in VR.
And you know what?
Man.
If you notice, now there's a new car that ended that. Hit him again. That was Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. I think he's trying to take out the Shermanator for some reason.
Oh no. Wicked. Too good.
At least 10 miles per hour. At least. There's the man right there, Sasquatch himself.
Yes, sir. Michael Falk joining us in chat. Michael, thank you again for sponsoring tonight's race.
And for bringing a baby. Actually, I don't want to thank you for bringing the Baby Ruth car out, because now I want a Baby Ruth. Telling you.
Well, let's go ahead and show it, because, brand new paint job this week for TBB, and there it is. I'm thinking it's the king size pack, the one that comes with the 2 small chocolate bars. That could be wrong.
Remember how good they were, though, back in the day before they decided to cut those bars and call it a king size? I mean, now you're just getting 2 minis. I mean, it's stupid.
I know. I don't get it, but hey, it is what it is. Marketing as it is. Haven't talked about him yet, but Mr. Joshua Sexton, quickest guy here in practice at the Rock, heading down Thunder Alley. 15. Doing a pretty good job out there tonight. His best lap time so far during practice, a 23.50. Matt Gruenberg right behind him with a 23.52. So very small gap differential there. Let's throw TBB into the mix there. He had a 23.57 during this practice. So some speed out there in those 3 drivers.
Yeah, I mean, they're very close, Chris. I mean, Corey Sherman not that far behind them. John Perkins having another stellar practice here so far. He's rounding out that top 5 in that 33 champion barbecue supply machine.
Yeah.
And he's been having a really good season, man. I mean, it's going to come there for the 33 Speed Mafia driver, let me tell you.
Well, he's had a lot of pulls.
Most Ford drivers have. Oh. Wow.
Michael Falk says it was kind of unintentional, Rick, and I think he knew exactly what he was doing, but, you know.
He's probably sitting there eating a Baby Ruth. He's like, remember how, because I know Michael Falk's just like me. He likes the old school stuff. He's like, remember how the Baby Ruth used to be all cool looking with the white wrapper and the red, white, and blue, you know? And, you know, it's fine if it was quote-unquote unintentional, but let me tell you, I mean, Baby Ruth's kind of the king of the candy bars if you really think about it, because there's only 2 that come out the same way they go in, and that's Snickers and Baby Ruth. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
You can repackage them things, give them away for Halloween.
I didn't know where you were going with that. Oh boy.
Boom, boom. I'm on fire today. Okay.
Well, as I mentioned,
good.
second race I've attended here today. Local racing at our local racetrack here in Vermont underway finally, and it was a good day to watch some racing. Nice and sunny out there. Might have caught myself a little bit of too much sun, but good enough.
I'm surprised it didn't snow up there.
Truth, the way it's been this spring. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it looks like we're lining up for yet another pit party. You know who I didn't see the last time out, but he is out on track. Terry Foster. Oh man, looks like his left front caliper might be sticking. Terry, you got to get back out there and get some more practice, because you're 23rd fastest. Looks like now 26 drivers in the lobby getting ready to go here tonight, as Jake Elrod and Josh Klinger have joined the server. And by that I mean they pulled the cars out of the haulers.
You know, Terry's car has sat for a while, Chris, and I didn't have time today. Mark had me playing games, and he's pushing us to get up to, you know, level caps so we can do cool things, and I didn't get a chance to check them. They probably are stuck, man, all rusted. That 486 been sitting more this season than it has
Even
in the past.
Yeah, I mean, he had co-foot last season, and it didn't sit this long. It's weird. Well, pit party number 2, Amanda Sherman and Brad Collins up front. Joshua Sexton right behind him, along with the 55. That's Joshua Rutherford. Oh, Terry Foster getting into the backside of the 76 early on here. Terry, settle down. It's just practice. 4 minutes left of said practice. And then we are going to turn it on. Stage racing here for Blazing Pedals tonight. And we got the end of lap number 72 for stage number 1. The end of lap 144 for stage number 2. Then we go all the way to lap 240 for those counting. It's about 240 miles. Yes, TBB, I said about. That means it's a guesstimate. This is what Amanda needs to be doing, Rick. You know, we kind of talked to her last week and at the TNA Garage Shop Talk, and before and after. This is really what she needs. She needs to be up front around some of these faster drivers so she can get comfortable driving around them. That's the only thing really holding her up is her own comfort level. Oh, 31 goes spinning, almost takes her out. Whoa, we got some big ones going on.
And, you know, talking about that comfort level, Chris, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, I know when I first joined the service and I got myself out of rookies, you know, I didn't know what to really do. And I was hanging out with a couple of guys there in a Legends league, and they invited me to the league. And, you know, that was my biggest problem. And they could see it on the track. They said, you know, what's your problem? And it's like, you know, I'm just nervous around other people. Like, my name is out there on the service. You know, Amanda's new to the league. She doesn't want to make a dumb rookie mistake, even though rookie mistakes happen, and 90% of the drivers here, if not 100% of the drivers, are going to understand. But it's a hard thing, man, when your name's out there on the line. You know, she wants to race with these drivers every week. So, you know, she's just a little nervous. But once you get past that, man, iRacing is a totally different sim or game, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. But it's just a totally different thing when you relax a little bit and you get into that comfort zone. And she'll get there.
Oh, man. I went and clicked on him.
Uh-oh.
It's the Soul Stealer. The robot Brian D's coming out on track in that Marvel Studios number 17. So far during practice, Rick, he's 6th quickest. So he's got to pick it up just a little bit. Brian D's also one of those drivers having a very good start to this season. And I got to tell you, man, we got to almost stop saying that, because here we are, race number 9 tonight. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, we got quite a ways still to go, Chris. December 19th is going to be the championship race. We don't know where it's going to be at yet, but, it's still a long season, but you're right. They're ticking off fairly quick.
Again, thank you all for joining us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Make sure you get that chat good and busy. That was fun last week. Had a good time back and forth in the chat. We definitely do appreciate that.
That we do.
I think we've thanked just about everybody. How about Mark and Sam? Thanks for having us all on board. Eventually, I'd like to see them out on track again, but that's their call. Looks like we're going to be up to possibly 27 drivers here at the end of practice. Oh man, Ian is cleaning the helmet. This is important. A little helmet cleaning. All right, time to strap that thing on, Ian. Get out there and yeah, it's beautiful.
It is.
Yeah, we see it.
Oh, I think he was just going to kiss it. Tim, you got to start staying home with that boy on a Sunday night. I don't know what's going on.
He almost kissed it. You're absolutely right. All right, let's get out there into qualifying. Take a peek at Josh Klinger heading out in the track in his Toyota Supra. And big surprise there. It's an MF Racing Designs Toyota Supra.
It is. It's his new one. Remember before he had the old Matt Kenseth American flag. Now I love that car, but this one's looking pretty sharp out there. I love these yellow cars.
Yeah, man. All right. I think that 20 is just about up to speed. Let's see what kind of line he's looking to run here tonight.
Hopefully it's the fast line.
Right down to the inside. Lets it fade up to about mid-track. Then, I don't know if that's a push up into the corner or if he meant to do that. Comes out of turn 2 in decent shape. Down into turn 3. Again, about halfway up the track. Works his way down just a little bit. And Klinger's second lap. A little bit quicker. 24:7:10. Meanwhile, the Butcher up top. 23:8:43 is his lap time. Hoppy in second. Oh, here comes Joshua Sexton. He takes over second spot from Jacob Hoppy. Oh man.
Wow.
Rick. Fourth quickest right now, Amanda Sherman. And she clicked one off, a 24.13, tied actually with Rick Thompson. Her second lap, a little bit better, 24.11 for Amanda Sherman, who right now sits in the, make that fifth, make it sixth, as a couple of other drivers go on through. That's Jordan McAvoy and Vincent Arthur. Arthur in the 99. That's a good looking car right there.
Gotta love SpaceX, American flag, Camaro, bow tie.
I mean, most of that stuff is pretty cool. I'll tell you what, the SpaceX launching him into the pole spot so far. 23:78 is his time. Mike Hamlin out on track.
The old Gray Ghost.
And the Gray Ghost right now, fourth quickest, 23:90 his fast time. Jake Elrod, Josh Klinger, Tanner Mark, Dave Seats, and Ian Habiak out on track. The 11, Jake Elrod, scored as 11th quickest so far. So the 11th quickest. Ooh, a little bit of a blink out of Jake Elrod. Gonna have to watch out for that on this track. Ian Habiak puts one down. 24.52 for the first lap for Ian Habiak. 12th quickest for the kid. And he doesn't even have his helmet on, Rick.
He don't, not yet. It would have been faster if he did. I didn't see him eat the pre-race pizza either. I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, he was messing with his camera a little bit, but ooh, look at that. Good second lap out of Habiak. Brings it up to a 24.08. 24.08 for Ian Habiak. Puts him 7th quickest in the speed charts. And make that 8th as Tanner Mark comes in and says, I'll take that from Ian. The Cotton Candy Express getting ready to get her done here. The butt kicker, number 21, Dave Seats, out on track in the Autism Speaks machine. That automobile so far, 13th quickest, 24.39 for Dave Seats. First lap, 24.39. And that's it for him. He's going to call it. Good enough. Brad Collins in the number 22 out there. And looks like he is on his first hot lap.
I still really dig this car, Chris. I love the colors.
Well, he just rocket shipped right through Thunder Alley. John Perkins puts down an 11th quickest time. Brad Collins 13th quickest. Perkins with a 24.18. Collins 24.31. John Perkins going to try and build up some more steam. Man, he's been qualifying good. Let's see what he's got. Big time jump all the way up to 4th quickest, 23.90. Big time gains for John Perkins. The Soul Stealer. The 17, Brian Dees. It's his mark. And he is under the clock here in qualifying. Several drivers have not qualified yet. Dalton Kilrow puts down a good time. 23.88 for Dalton Kilrow. Good enough for 4th quickest. And Brian D's going to have to find some speed. 24.786. Not quick enough. Come on, Brian.
You can do it.
Brian Dees launches himself up to 13th quickest, 24.09, so not able to break into the 23-second bracket. Derek Paulson did 23.98 so far for Paulson, last week's winner. What a run he had. And Paulson jumps up to 5th quickest, 23.88 for 23.884 for Derek Paulson.
And the Shermanator's out there now in his 3 Savage Edge graphics machine, Chris. He doesn't want to be down there by Terry. He's got to go.
Yeah.
Right now, sitting in that 12th position.
Yeah, 24.06 for his first lap time. Let's see what lap number 2 looks like from the 3 machine. Again, having a good season. Oh, Corey gets into the wall. That's not going to help, bud. Coming out of 4, and that car jumped loose on him.
You said having a good season. That was it. Did you see that? It was right as you said it. He hit the wall. I'm telling you.
All right, fine. Look, I can't help it. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 drivers that have not come out to qualify yet. And we've got 2 minutes, 10 seconds for them to do so. So plenty of time. Right. They just got to get out there and do it. Terry Foster, Matt Grunberg, Randy McAvoy, Aaron Bockover, and Christian Pittman. Those 5 drivers have not stepped foot on track here during qualifying. We've got just under 2 minutes to go. Rockingham is the site of excitement here tonight, Sunday night, live on the Turn 3 Racing Network.
Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
TRJKarting.com is your #1 online source for karting components, engines, and safety gear. They have a huge selection for the novice to the professional and a dedicated section for sim racers. No matter how you do it, your desire and passion to go fast fuels them. Their focus is to put their customers into victory lane. Make sure you check them out at TRJKarting.com and give them a like on Facebook.
Make sure you do give a like to TRJKarting.com. Tell Tim that Chris and Rick sent you. And remember that they do have that dedicated section for sim racers. If you're looking for gloves, shoes, apparel, whatever it is, Tim has got you covered. Quick delivery, quality products.
I'm excited because I just found my newest TRJKarting.com sweatshirt, and I'm going to need that there in a couple of weeks when I go to Maine, Chris, because it is going to be cold, but I'm going to be nice and warm. That's all I know.
Well, that's the important thing, right? All right. Looks like qualifying is done. Many drivers opting not to qualify here tonight. Kind of, well, a little bit odd. Let's take it to the grid. Sitting on the pole here tonight, driving his number 99, it's going to be Vincent Arthur. To his outside, it's TBB, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, starting second. On the inside, row number 2, Team AV Plus, the 66 of Jordan McAvoy. On his outside, give it up for last season's champion, the 41 out of Lost Cause Motorsports. It's Dolan Kilroe. Last week's winner, driving the number 6 out of MFRD Racing, it is Derek Paulson. Starting in 6th place tonight, out of the Speed Mafia camp, we've got the 33 of John Perkins. Limitless Motorsports going to start their number 28 in 7th spot, driven tonight by Mike Hamlin. In 8th spot tonight, out of 5 Kings Motorsports, driving the number 15, it's Joshua Sexton. In 9th position, it is going to be Speed Mafia's number 22. Give it up for Brad Collins. In 10th position tonight, out of the MT2 Esport Racing camp, it's going to be the 2 of Jacob Hoppy. In 11th starting position, it's the 21 out of 5 Kings Motorsports. It's Tanner Marr. Starting in 12th tonight, it's going to be TNA Motorsports Zone. Number 3, it's Corey Sherman. And starting in 13th spot, it's the kid out of TRJ Karting. It's the 16 of Ian Habia. Starting in 14th tonight, S&M Motorsports' number 17 of Brian Dees. 15th place, Rick, we've got TNA Motorsports Zone, Amanda Sherman in the 8th, and Rick Thompson out of Speed Mafia starting his 76 to her outside.
And the 55 work in progress racing is going to be starting in 17th. That's Joshua Rutherford, with Corey Rutherford in the work in progress number 5, starting in 18th. David Seats, Limitless Motorsports in his 14, 19th. Jake Elrod in his 11th, 20, and well, we'll just go from there. Chris took too long.
I did. How about this, though? A green flag start here at Rockingham tonight. Vincent Arthur taking off like a rocket ship. He is gone. 0.5 of a second lead already over Jordan McAvoy. McAvoy sits in that 66th, second place behind him. All on the deck lid, it's Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. Dolan Kilroe in 4th, and Derek Paulson right where he started in 5th. Vincent Arthur with a 0.6 of a second lead already here at the Rock, as he really took off on the drop of the green flag. Here we are, lap number 2. And we've gone mostly single file throughout the field already, Rick.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Chris. And that's exactly what I'm seeing back here, even a little further here. Now, of course, something that we didn't get to talk about here tonight, which we normally do, stage racing, Chris. So the first stage is going to end at the end of lap number 72. Stage 2 is going to come at the end of lap 144. 240 laps here tonight from the Rock. I'm ready. And of course, I want to say thank you again to Michael Falk out there, MF Racing Designs. Check him out on Facebook if you're looking for a beautiful paint for iRacing.
Yeah, nothing but the best out of Michael Falk, and that is really saying something, because it's just like everything he touches looks like gold. What a thing to have. Last time by Matt Gruenberg, fastest car on track, 24:02, the fast time here tonight so far. Oh, we got one going around, and it looks like it's David Seats. Let's go back and take a look at the 14 Autism Speaks machine. Yes, he's got the 31. Oh, no, let's go with the 5 to his outside. Oh, Seats kind of just comes up. Who was that? Was that the 5 of Corey Rutherford? I think it was.
I think it was the 5 and the 55, Chris. The Rutherford.
Oh, both Rutherfords. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Seats having trouble early on in this one. Let's go back, take another look. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Rick. The 5 and the 55 are right there. We got the 5. Well, man, I don't know. The 55 was definitely the first one involved. And it looks like he may have come down a little bit. We're going to have to go back and take a look in on Joshua. Take a look at the 55 machine. Yeah. That is such a tough corner right there. Oh, man. Let's see what Race Control does with this one.
Well, Chris, Race Control has agreed with you. The 55 is going to be getting the EOL. 55 tried to keep it out the wall there, but turned down just a little bit too hard there to the left, and the 14 was there using that piece of real estate. And as you know, I mean, they do say, 8 wheels are better than 4, but it doesn't work.
Sometimes it does. Not this time.
No, yeah.
All right, Vincent Arthur is just absolutely having a blast out there in the first 5 laps. Nobody touching him. Jordan McAvoy in second spot. TBB third. Don Kilroe, Derek Paulson, John Perkins right where they started. Joshua Sexton up 1. Mike Hamlin falls 1. Jacob Hoppy +1. Brad Collins -1. And that is the top 10.
And we didn't get much information, Chris, this week on, fuel, laps for fuel runs and all that stuff. But a bunch of drivers already deciding to come in for their first pit stop, take advantage of this early caution here to fill up the tanks in their machines. Now, it is a long run to lap 72. But Rick Thompson, it looks like Aaron Bockover, Corey Sherman, Terry DeMann Foster, Corey Rutherford, of course, Josh stayed out, Cody Moore, Klinger, Elrod, Pittman, all in the pits, and of course the 14 sitting in the pits, probably doing some repairs on that number 14.
Yeah, I would imagine so. So a lot of drivers coming down, taking a splash of fuel. Hopefully they didn't forget to click off tires.
That could be bad.
That would be bad. Use up one of 3 sets early on. Pace truck down. Vincent Arthur from the top lane takes off once again. Man, oh man, is he tough here tonight?
Yeah, wasting no time to get that 99 to rocket ship right out of the gate, Chris, and he needs to, because look who's right behind him there, Dalton Kilroe.
Man, Dalton Kilroe, nifty little move to the outside, gets around Jordan McAvoy, and now he is trying to chase down Vincent Arthur. Dalton Kilroe, last season's champion, has 1 win under his belt already this season. Could it be number 2 here tonight? Jordan McAvoy in that 3rd spot, being chased down by TBB and the Butcher right on that back deck lid. Behind them, we got another 2-car battle. It's Derek Paulson and Joshua Sexton. And we got to jump back just a little bit. Find John Perkins, Mike Hamlin, Jacob Hoppy. They're going at it. Here comes Hoppy down to the inside. into turn number 1. Jacob Hoppy takes away the yellow line from the 28 of Hamlin. Hoppy still going side by side through Thunder Alley into turn number 3. Jacob Hoppy not able to do it. Gets a little tight, squeezes back up and in line behind Mike Hamlin. A little early challenge there for the 8th position.
Man, Dalton Kilroy driving with a mission, Chris, all over the back bumper there of Arthur in that 99 machine. And of course, Dalton, we wanted to do this a little earlier, but we didn't have a chance to. But I will go ahead and say it now without getting into too many things here. But our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family during this time. It's good to see you out there, bud. And just know that we are here for you whenever you need us. And now he's working that inside lane of the 99, Chris. He's looking for the lead right now.
Yeah, the 41 driving with a lot on his mind here tonight, Rick, but getting through it and going for the race lead. Nothing can make you feel better than a race win. He's going for it here at the Rock, and he is going to look to do it here early on as he was riding that bottom lane. Vincent Arthur had to come down, block that lane off, which he did, and the 41 falls back in line, going to reset, do it again.
It's funny, Chris, because it was just a couple weeks ago, but it seems like we were talking about Dalton a lot. Obviously last season's champion in the ARCA cars / K&N, and had a kind of a rough start here to the season, but once he got that monkey off his back, I'm seeing the old Dalton coming back, man.
Yeah, that's just it. You gotta be relaxed behind the wheel. Don't think he was until he got that win. Now he can afford to be a little bit, Rick.
Yeah,
and that's a huge thing.
That's what a lot of drivers here in the field want to do, Chris. They want to get themselves locked into playoffs early so they can kind of breathe a little easier and have some fun out there.
Absolutely. We have gone big time single file already here. Lap 15 of 240. We have to go all the way back to Mike Hamlin and Jacob Hoppy. They are battling it out once again, side by side, coming down the front stretch. Hoppy with a little wiggle coming off from turn 4, not going to let off the throttle though. Heading into turn 1, can't quite get there. Oh, Hoppy almost into the back of Mike Hamlin. Right behind them, Matt Gruenberg didn't qualify, but already up to the 10th spot. Look out, here comes the 54. Down to the inside of Jacob Hoppy, the 54 of Gruenberg, trying to make up another spot. And he does it, Rick. No problem at all for the 54.
Yeah, that's something that we're used to seeing out of Matt Gruenberg, Chris. And I don't think he's done yet, but Hoppy gotta be careful, because right there, looking on the inside of the 17 there, Brian Dees, the Soul Stealer, trying to find his way around the 2. And he can't waste too much time there, because the 76 Speed Mafia machine of Rick Thompson, he's looking to do a little bit of battle too.
Yeah, Rick Thompson out there. Good to see Rick out there. He's traveling the country with his wife in an RV. Pretty cool stuff. Traveling nurse is his wife. Right behind him, it's the kid, Ian Habiuk, and he does have the helmet on. Don't believe me? All right, there he is. Bottom right-hand corner, Ian Habiuk driving that number 16 TRJ Karting.com Ford Mustang.
And Tim, you might want to talk to your son. I think that's like the 18th monster he's had since practice started.
I don't even know how he's driving straight.
That's what the helmet's for. It keeps the head from bobbing.
How about this? Right behind Ian, it's Aaron Bockover. Bockover up 11 spots. Could this be the week that he gets off the schneid a little bit?
Well, it depends how many times he speeds on pit road here today.
Well, that's
I can just imagine now. It's Monday and the finger's coming up.
Ian Habiuk locked into a good one now with Rick Thompson. Habiuk, Thompson off from the wall. The 44 takes evasive action. Checks up, goes down, does Aaron Bockover. A hard hit into the wall with the 76. Rick Thompson gathers it up, and he is gone again. But man, what a heart stopper there for a minute. with Aaron Bockover right behind him, and it would have been just his luck this season to have been caught up in that. Bockover gets out of the way, and the two cars continue on.
A couple other drivers had little mini heart attacks too, Chris. Right behind Aaron Bockover, 44, it's the 22 of Brad Collins and the 21 of Tanner Marr. They had to check up a little bit and really watch what they did there. But they're making it through.
Yes, they are. Rick, I don't want to say anything, but I'm gonna. Amanda Sherman.
Don't do it.
Out front.
That was close.
Of the three.
He's trying to chase down the 10. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. That's what she's doing.
He's bounding down. For Amanda Sherman, the 99 up front still as your race leader. Dylan Kilrow in second. So Arthur able to hold on. Has about a 0.3 of a second lead here heading into turn number 1. And that gap increases on quarter entry. Some cloud coverage out there. Going to try and keep that track temperature down. Through Thunder Alley they go. And into turns 3 and 4. Vince and Arthur still holding on to that 0.3 of a second lead through 3 and 4. Now onto the front stretch.
And Chris, you shouldn't have done it because, you were just talking about that person who was sitting in 17th position. Well, that position is now taken over by the Sasquatch Chronicles butt kicker number 31 of Christian Pittman. And Pittman brought the 3 of the Shermanator around and the 5 of Corey Rutherford. So now Amanda is sitting in 20th. See what you did?
Yeah, I see it.
Uh-huh.
Let's take a look at the weather here. We haven't done that yet. It is cloudy. Track temperature 115 degrees. Ambient temperature 80, so a good day for racing. And so far, 1 caution here in this first 27 laps. Vince and Arthur has led every single lap so far. All 27 of them. We're starting lap 28. Here from the Rock Live on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Got to thank all of our sponsors. TRJ Karting.com. Got to thank Michael Falk. Got to thank Pay to Win and Butt Kicker. And I'm sure I'm missing something. Feels like I am.
No, you actually hit them all, man.
Hit them all.
TRJ
Wow.
Karting, yeah.
Wow.
And of course, tonight's race sponsor. We got to say that too. Got to give Michael Falk MF Racing Designs a little extra bump there, Chris, because he's making this happen here on the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight.
Quite a few drivers not in the starting lineup here tonight. Among them, the 88 of Jamie Walker. And you got to think maybe he's still having some computer issues. Which would definitely be too bad. How about Terry Foster? He's down a lap already.
He is, and he's going to get passed by his teammate again.
Oh, man. Rick Thompson again off the wall. Can't do that too many times. Oh, the 86 down low, and the 22 went way up the track to try and get around. Oh, dangerous situation for Brad Collins, but able to hold on to it.
I'm just going to say again, Gary, I have the key. It's hanging up here on my wall. I'm just saying.
Terry not happy here tonight.
Cody Moore heading down pit road.
Cody Moore takes it down. Don't know if it's for service or what, but up front, we've had a slight change. Vincent Arthur still up front. TBB takes over second spot. Dylan Kilrow falls 1 to third. And maybe it's because Kilrow felt like, well, he wasn't gaining any ground, so give TBB the opportunity. We're going to find out. The gap differential between first and second really hasn't changed. Still 0.3 of a second.
Well, Chris, I'm lucky enough to be able to listen into the race chatter here, and actually the 99 having, I guess you would call them some quote-unquote mechanical issues there in the SpaceX 99 with some frame drops, so and some stuttering.
He's not the only one experiencing the stuttering here tonight. I don't know if it's getting picked up on the broadcast, but every now and again.
Yeah, it looks good on my end. For once, knock on. See, I shouldn't have said now. Commentator Kirsch can bite us too.
Oh, yeah. Great job, Rick. Cody Moore back out on track. He is down a couple of laps. And now, so is the 11 of Jake Elrod. Elrod falls one lap down. And the 99, Vincent Arthur, making quick work here of the field. Lap 36. Already got 5 drivers at least one lap down. And he is rolling on a rail. The 99. Getting it done here tonight.
And I'm thinking we're just getting to the point of green flag pit stops. Chris John Perkins also came down. Perkins right now being scored in the 24th position. Brad Collins, Brian Dees, both coming down pit road. Their services are complete. 17 heading back out on track.
Cody Moore goes down another lap to our race leader, Vincent Arthur. Arthur just ripping this place up, actually starting to extend his lead now, 0.4 of a second over TBB. And that thing is on an absolute rail. Unbelievable.
No, I mean, he, fast in practice, faster in qualifying, Chris, fast here, leading all the laps so far here tonight. Dalton gave it his best shot there, and his 41 machine couldn't do it. The Butcher got around the 41 at Kill Row. Now the Butcher's tried it with that beautiful Baby Ruth car. That's his new nickname for me, Baby Ruth. Chocolate and peanuts and caramel.
There's no
nougat.
Peanuts. You're thinking of a Snickers bar.
No.
Look it up. Mark. Vincent Arthur out front. And, man, he is just putting a whipping on these guys right now. The 61. That's Randy McAvoy. Goes down a lap to our race leader. 19th through 27th. At least one lap down here so far. Vincent Arthur getting it done. TBB in second spot still. And trying to hold on to it. Matt Gruenberg all the way up to third position. Mark it. Plus 20 on the evening here so far. And he just got around Dalton Kilrow.
Now, I'm like Taylor the Butcher Benjamin when it comes to chocolate bars, Chris, just so you know. But the original flavor U.S. edition listed by weight in decreasing order contains sugar, roasted peanuts, corn syrup, partially hydrogenated stuff that I can't pronounce, palm kernel and coconut oil, non-fat milk, cocoa, high fructose corn syrup, and less than 1% of glycerin, whey from milk, dextrose, salt, egg, something else that's probably not good for me, neither is that, and soybean oil with natural and artificial flavors.
All right. Well, Vincent Arthur brings it down pit road, surrenders the lead to TBB. So for the first time this race, we have a new leader, and it is Taylor Butcher Benjamin getting it done. Lap 72 still a ways away here. And it looks like about the 40 lap mark maybe for fuel. Unless you're Dalton Kilrow. Although he is bringing it down surprisingly a little early.
Captain Save Fuel wants to save no fuel right now, Chris. He wants to go.
Well, he was running in the pretty hard. He was trying to catch the leader.
He was.
So, yeah, you don't save fuel when you're running hard like that. However, TBB out there still. Lap 45. A good almost half of this field. At least one lap down. Joshua Rutherford going to be saved by the fact that the 10 going to bring it down pit road. The 54 going to follow Matt Gruenberg behind TBB. Jordan McAvoy coming down as well. That's going to surrender the lead over to Joshua Sexton, and Sexton still has not come down pit road. So it's Sexton. Ian Habiuk in the 16 picks up second spot. About 5-second gap between those two drivers. Aaron Bockover in third, just in front of Corey Sherman, Rick Thompson, and Corey Rutherford. Now Sexton brings it down pit road, just wanted to lead one.
Go out there, get that bonus point, Chris. I mean, long season, a lot of extra bonus points. So each extra point matters, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is so fast. He just led a lap. First time this season, I think. Aaron Bockover, your race leader.
And Aaron also asked me to say this. I know he didn't. But if you guys ever want to watch a really good race, go back to last season in the K&N ARCA cars to the championship race. That's Charlotte. He won there. He wouldn't tell you that he won there, but he won there.
Yeah, you'll know you're watching the race when you're watching the views on it. And you see 2 trillion views.
It's the most watched video from one single IP address on YouTube in the world.
It's amazing. Corey Sherman holding on to that second spot. And that early pit stop that they did way back during the first caution, paying dividends right now as they are able to hold on to the lead. Top 6 drivers on the lead lap.
You know, I tuned into TNA Motorsports team channel, and Corey's going, "Come on, Aaron, you got to pit, man. You got to pit. Let me lead one." And Aaron said, "I can't, because if I go down pit road right now, I'll probably speak because I'm so fast."
Oh, the 10 and the 44 almost make contact. The 44 pushes up high, lets the 10 and the 54 by, and that's TBB and Gruenberg. So the 44 has now let them back onto the lead lap. Got to be careful, Aaron. Those guys are hauling. This is one of the problems of coming in so early, Rick. You get the fuel, sure, but these guys are out there. They could have tires. They could have fuel. Who knows what they have?
Yeah, you're absolutely
I mean, we
right.
know because we can see the times, but I'm not telling.
Yeah, I'm not saying nothing. Unless somebody throws me $1.
Yeah, dollars work. We'll give up info for money.
Or beer.
Or beer. I'm good
Or
with
hot
that.
dogs. Or pretzels.
I had a hot dog. I had a cheeseburger. I had a fried dough. Not all at once, mind you. I was at the track from about 11 o'clock till about 5:45. I had to eat.
Slow down, Aaron. Slow down. That's right. You had to eat, buddy.
Bockover. Looks like he is not speeding coming onto pit road. Ladies and gentlemen, that would be a huge shocker this season. Man, I am going to take so much crap from him tomorrow night.
Yes, you are.
Corey Rutherford in the 5, going to be your race leader. Corey, one of those drivers that came down early. He has some fuel. Oh, this might pay off big time. Get back out on track, young man. Corey Rutherford stays out. Corey Rutherford is going to be the race leader. We have caution. Oh, that's going to work out real well for him.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it looks like it may be Dave Seats once again in the 14 having issues in that autism speaks car. We go back.
You don't want it. You don't want it. Don't do it.
Dave Seats. Oh, gets into the 8 machine. Oh, hard hit. Amanda Sherman takes a hard hit, and Dave Seats loses the front clip. Oh, boy.
Move Jamie Walker out in chat, Chris, letting us know the 88 still having mechanical issues, having those computer issues down to one screen. I'm going to give that a shot to see if, oh, man. Jamie, if you've been running triples and you got to go, it can be done. Don't get me wrong, but it hurts.
It is going to be tough.
But, you know, a driver of his caliber, Chris, I bet you he drives with one eye closed anyway. We missed you out here, buddy. Not the time to be having computer issues, that is for sure.
So Corey Rutherford had the race lead, was going to come down pit road, saw the caution, pulled it back to the right, to stay out on track. That's going to keep him on the lead lap. Good heads up racing by the 5 of Corey Rutherford. Yeah, unfortunately, Jamie, it'll probably work, but you're, man, I went from VR to racing on one screen one night just because I didn't want to run VR, and yeah, that didn't work for me. Now, you have more talent in your pinky than I have in my whole body, so maybe you'll be just fine. Got to get you back out on track though, bud. Missed calling out that 88, but tonight it is the 99. Vincent Arthur, he has led more laps tonight than any other driver, and man, has he been picking off the field here tonight. He's got a new contender right behind him though. It's going to be Matt Gruenberg. TBB going to be starting in third, Don Kilrow fourth, Derek Paulson, John Perkins fifth and sixth, making up row 3. Row 4 going to be Joshua Sexton and Jordan McAvoy, and row 5 going to be the Soul Stealer, Brian Dees and Corey Rutherford, thanks to that heads up driving out of Corey.
Hey Chris, I just heard from Race Control, David Seats bad luck happens or continues to happen here at the Rock tonight. POL once again on the 14, or not once again, but first time tonight.
First time tonight, yeah.
Second caution that he's been involved in though.
Amanda Sherman on pit road getting service done to her number 8, Jake Elrod, also on pit road. Looks like they're both coming out onto track though. Amanda took a hard hit. That may affect the handling of that car. We'll have to wait to find out. Who's having a good time in his car? Well, TBB's having a pretty good time here so far. He's laughing and smiling and talking to somebody.
I think he's just running through stats in his head is what he's doing.
A big itch. Took care of that with the racing glove. Easy enough. As we get ready to go back under the green. Lights are off on the Silverado. The Rock, the site of excitement here tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Don't mind having some chat. If you're out there and you've got something to say, make sure you say it. Now is the time. Pace truck on down pit road. Vincent Arthur hits the loud pedal. We're back under green. Matt Gruenberg in second spot. Dalton Kilrow right behind him. John Perkins. Jordan McAvoy makes up fourth and fifth. McAvoy, we're getting a little pressure now from the 10. Baby Ruth, car of the TBB. TBB couldn't hold on. Derek Paulson now to the outside. The Butcher finds his line. Now it's smooth sailing for the 10 car.
He wants to be a little higher than 6 right now, though. You know he does.
Oh, well, yeah, but you got to be a little patient. Look, we're only lap 59 into 240. Haven't even hit stage marker number 1 yet. We are about a half an hour into this race.
But it is coming quick.
Oh, certainly.
At the end of lap 72 is when that yellow flag will come out for the end of stage number 1.
About 12 laps from now. Vincent Arthur has his hands full for the first time tonight. He has got himself a stiff challenge. It is Matt Gruenberg in the 54. Normally by now, Arthur would have himself a 3 or 4 tenths lead. Right now it is 0.17. Matt Gruenberg glued to the back bumper of Vincent Arthur in the 99. And taking it down to the front stretch right now. This time by Vincent Arthur at the line, 12/100ths of a second. How to think about that? My goodness.
And let me tell you, Chris, I mean, Matt Gruenberg, he's
Oh,
not
Gruenberg
someone-
touches the wall. That's going to slow him down.
It is just for a second, though. Grunberg's not going to mess around. He's going to get right back up to the back bumper there of the 99. And then Vincent Arthur's going to have something that he has to deal with, something that he has to have to deal with at all tonight so far.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure.
I mean, Dalton gave him a little bit there in the 41, but it was short-lived.
Oh, it might be short-lived here for the 54 as he continues to back away from a 99 now. Heading into turns 3 and 4, may have a little bit of momentum as they cross the start-finish line. Yes, definitely about a tenth slower than he was the previous lap. So Grunberg might be starting to fade already. Don Kilroe sits in that 3rd position. John Perkins 4th. Jordan McAvoy in 5th. Derek Paulson right behind him in the 6th spot.
And of course, right behind Paulson, Josh Sexton in his 15 is sitting in 7th. Taylor the Butcher, Benjamin, and Ian Habia getting around Brian Dees. Brian Dees in trouble there on the outside.
And Dees has not been comfortable here so far tonight, and it's showing in his driving. He is trying a little crossover move right now on Habiak, and they go side by side heading into the corner. Let's see if Dees makes a stick. He does. So Brian Dees gets one right back. He is up.
Power was Chevy to versus a Ford. I mean, come on.
Oh my Lord. He is up 5 positions. You kind of got me there, Rick.
I know. Told you I was on a roll tonight, buddy. It's all good. We got the Silverado pace truck to help you out if you need help after the race.
You mean if I need a catalytic converter cell? Yeah, you're right. It'll be scrapped by then. Up front, Matt Gruenberg has got back to the 99. So look out for a battle here for the race lead right before the end of this stage. It's coming just 4 laps away. Make it 5 because it is at the end of lap number 72. I want to thank everybody once again for tuning in to the Turn 3 Racing Network. It's Sunday night action here for the Blazing Pedals Xfinity Series Stage Racing. Stage 1 going to be very, very soon at the end of lap number 72. We'll throw out the caution once again. It'll be the 3rd time caution lights have come on here tonight at the Rock.
All in all, though, Chris, not a bad race. I mean, drivers are... It seems like they're settling in pretty quick. I mean, they get in single file. They only make moves when they have to make that pass. And they've been doing the best they can. And it's been putting on a good show right now. Aaron Bockover putting the pressure on Brian Dees. Bockover gets around that 17 machine. Dees falls another one.
Aaron's having a pretty good race. Just don't want to talk about it too much up front. It is Vincent Arthur and Mark Gruenberg. Wow, Vincent, I'm going to change your name here a couple of times before the end of this one, I'm afraid. That 99 has been on an absolute tear this entire first stage. The 54 are going to put up a challenge, but I don't think he's going to get there. Rick, he's got about a lap more to go. And I think Gruenberg going to have to be content with a 2nd place finish here for the first stage of the race. As Vincent Arthur keeps steady pace.
Yeah, Arthur hanging on right now, Chris. He's got a mirror full there of the 54, but he's just got to get around. You're going to be okay.
Yeah, this is going to do it. Caution should come out. Stage 1 winner gonna be the driver of the number 99. It's Vincent Arthur out of nowhere, winning stage number 1. Congratulations to the 99 SpaceX machine for getting it done here in stage 1. And somebody's got to tell him caution's out. He can slow down anytime.
he's got to go.
Pace truck is never going to catch him. It's hardwired at 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean, the winner stage 1 isn't a Camaro, Chris, so it's okay.
All right. Well, oh,
Whoa, McAvoy.
McAvoy comes out of nowhere. Picks up some right front damage. Gotta be a little bit more aware. May have gotten into 33 just a little bit. See no damage though on John Perkins' machine. Oh, I do see it on the 41. It was the 41 that he made contact with, and there is damage on the left rear. All right. Well, we're going to step away for just a moment. When we come back, it'll be stage number 2. Congratulations once again to the 99 stage 1 winner, Vincent Arthur. And we are back here at Rockingham, and we have got a new race leader. It's going to be the 17, the Soul Stealer, Brian Dees, picking up first spot. Ian Habiak in second, Gruenberg and Kilrow making up row number 2. Row 3 is going to be Corey Rutherford, John Perkins, the 5 and the 33. Then Jordan McAvoy, Derek Paulson, making up road number 4. Row 5 going to be Joshua Sexton and TBB. As the pace car lights are off, getting ready to go back under the green flag here to start stage number 2 right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network.
And of course, this is going to be another long stint, Chris. The end of stage number 2 is going to come out at the end of lap 144.
Yeah, I'm digging this long stint, Rick. I think that adds a little something to it. A little bit more strategy. And the 41 going to waste no time. Dalton Kilrow challenging for the race lead. He's got it. Dalton Kilrow leads the lap here at the Rock. Matt Gruenberg followed him through. He's in second spot. The 17, Brian Dees, in trouble up high.
Yeah, 33 of John Perkins making some moves, but Perkins got to be careful because here comes Derek Paulson in that 6.
Yeah, Derek Paulson, race winner here this season, got nothing to lose. Speaking of, it's Gruenberg down to the inside of the 41. Getting Kilrow under pressure. And Gruenberg by an inch. Right now, your race leader for Kilrow fights back on the outside. Not going to be able to hold on, I don't think, heading into turns 3 and 4.
Man.
Matt Gruenberg looking for that race lead for the first time here tonight. Does he have it at the line? He does. So Gruenberg leads that lap. Kilrow falls behind. Oh boy. John Perkins, Derek Paulson sit 3rd and 4th. Single file behind them, Jordan McAvoy, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. As the field spreading out quickly here. The 28, the 31, Mike Hamlin, Christian Pittman starting to do a little bit of a battle here. Oh, look out, the 31 coming on the inside. That's Pittman. Pittman going to take over a spot. Whoa, Pittman gets a little tight, and that's going to allow Hamlin to hold that position at the line. The Sasquatch, number 31, powers through, takes that spot away. And here comes Tanner Marr. Tanner down low into 3 and 4. Mike Hamlin fends him off for now. I think Tanner may have tried to diamond that corner just a little bit. We're going to keep an eye on this line through 3 and 4. It was definitely a little bit different than we've been seeing.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Up high, brings it down low. Yeah, he is doing a small little diamond there. That's usually an indicator of a tight race car. Got to keep an eye on that situation as it goes. The 76 of Rick Thompson just outside of the top 10 in 11th position. Behind him, Ian Habiak. Habiak running in 12th. Corey Rutherford a little ways behind. But I'll tell you, heads up moment of the race to Corey Rutherford in the first stage. Caution comes out just as he was leaving the race and coming down pit road. Decided to take a right-hand turn, keep himself on the lead lap. Good job out of Corey Rutherford. Brian Dees back into that 14th position, right where he started here tonight. I'm telling you, the Soul Stealer just not having any luck getting his bearings here at the Rock. Brad Collins sits in 15th spot. He's down 6 since the drop of the green flag here tonight, but Collins keeping it clean. Josh Klinger in the 20 machine, breaking out a new paint here for tonight. The 16th spot runner doing a fantastic job, up 5 to get to that 16th position. Speaking of up positions, how about this? Up 8 tonight. It's going to be Aaron Bockover into the 17th spot, just ahead of teammate Corey Sherman. Sherman, another driver, having a hard time wrapping his head around this track. He's down 6 since the drop of the green flag. Cody Moore up 3 in the 24. Moore getting on with Jacob Hoppy right now. Hoppy all over the back bumper. Now decides to take a look to the inside. Can't get there. Moves to the outside. Cody Moore trying to block him off. There's only so wide you can make it, though, and Hoppy gets to the outside. Not going to be enough. Cody Moore able to hold on to the spot. 21st spot goes to the 61. That's Randy McAvoy. Randy out there having a good time, up 5 spots since the drop of the green flag. Joshua Rutherford goes down a lap again to our race leader, but he is running in 22nd spot, up 4 since the beginning of the race. How about the 86 of Terry Foster? He's down a few. Jake Elrod, Amanda Sherman, Vincent Arthur, Dave Seats round out the field. And the question right now is, what happened to Vincent Arthur?
Well, I remember the mechanical issues that I was talking about earlier, Chris. It looks like it might have bit the 99 crew. Received a thorough put, fell to unacceptable level.
Oh, man. That is too bad, because he was definitely running hard.
And
All right. Well, I'm looking at Matt Gruenberg, and right now he has got teammates running just about side by side, trying to decide who is going to be the first one to go a lap down. And Aaron Bockover says, yeah, not me. I'm too fast. I'll pass you both and show Gruenberg the way around. And as hard as Aaron is going to try, he is going to fall a lap to our race leader. 3.1 seconds is the gap at the line for Matt Gruenberg over second place runner Dalton Kilroe. And once Gruenberg gets up top, boy, is he tough to beat.
I don't think anybody can do anything to catch Gruenberg right now, Chris. I mean, Dalton, you know, he's already in save mode. It is a long run to the next end of the next stage.
Looking at some of the pit times, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we have entered that time of the race where different strategies are definitely being employed out there by our drivers here at the Blazing Pedals. We'll see which strategy wins it. Corey Rutherford did a great job in stage number 1 to stay on the lead lap. This time, it can't be helped. The 54 motors by and now has a sight set on the 16 of Ian Habiak. And Gruenberg gone. As fast as the 99 was, the 54 may be just a little bit quicker. Rick, I'm looking at best lap times of the race. Fastest lap time is by our race leader, 23.74. His best lap time, next closest in the 24-second range.
Yeah, definitely nobody has broken that 23 barrier besides Matt Gruenberg right now, Chris. Gruenberg, I mean, we know that he's fast. Once he's get up front, his Toyota Supra just goes, man. He don't waste no time.
No, he does not. Dalton Kilroe now finally getting around the 44 of Aaron Bockover. Bockover might actually carry the banner for TNA this week. He's having a decent race.
I mean, yeah, and you know, obviously thank you to everybody here watching on YouTube on the Turn 3 Racing Network, but the racing fun doesn't stop here. If you have Facebook, what I need you to do is open it up on your phone or on your browser and go to the search bar and type in T&A Motorsports. Give them a like on Facebook, and then meet Chris and I there tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And you'll get to know these drivers a little bit more. And let me tell you, I mean, if you're a fan of the Sunday Night Blazing Pedals, TRJ Karting Xfinity guys, you don't want to miss Shop Talk. You got to go to Shop Talk. And it's put on by TNA Motorsports, and of course that is Corey Sherman, Amanda Sherman, Aaron Bockover, and part-time member Terry Foster. We'll do some talking and have a good time. That's how you get to know, you know, your fellow racers out there. And it's been a blast, man. And of course, I want to give a huge shout out and congrats over to Corey and Amanda Sherman, Chris. They finally got their direct-to-garment printer and Savage Edge graphics. You guys, if you need any kind of custom apparel, some vinyl, accessories, you know what I mean? I'm talking like koozies and die-cast stickers, all that kind of stuff. Hit up Savage Edge Graphics. Tell Corey that Rick and Chris sent you. And his new shirt machine, man. Chris, I've been getting pictures all weekend. Corey's super excited, and I can't wait to see the awesome products that come out of Savage Edge now.
Yeah, pretty good stuff. And, you know, Rick, you said drivers. I'm going to go and change that around a little bit. You're going to meet everybody that makes this league go around. They've already had Sam Baumgarten, one of the admins, and always sitting in race control. They've had Michael Falk out there, painter extraordinaire. Tomorrow night, I believe they're going to have Tim Habiak at TRJKarting.com.
And that's going to be a good one. Of course, you and I were there too. I mean, so a lot of fun, man. It has been a blast hanging out with those guys and gals, and learning about all these, interesting people. And, I mean, and again, we got to thank Michael Falk over there, MF Racing Designs, man. I mean, everybody wants to call him Sasquatch, but he's like iRacing's Picasso. I mean, you're not going to get a better paint from anywhere.
I wish I drove more.
I wish he drove more too.
And I'd be like, hey, Mike, set me up. And I would. Except for I wouldn't, because I have a dedicated painter who knows me as well as I know me. And he's always like, oh boy, what should I paint for you? And I'm like, just do what you do.
Yeah, Michael, if Chris ever messages you and says, I need a paint, tell him no, because, you're going to be like, well, what kind of colors are you looking for? And he's going to be like, I don't know. What sponsors you want? I don't know.
That's not true. I do know sponsors.
JDR. Chris, listen, on
JDR.
103, there was a driver out there having a little bit of issue, and it's one of them MF Racing Design drivers there, the 11, Jake Elrod, got a little loose there and came down and hit the inside retaining wall. We stay under green, though. No caution. He kept it down below the apron. The pit road starting to get busy with Elrod going in, Chris, John Perkins, Corey Rutherford.
Got to say hi to Mark Arthur out there, Rick. He just hit me with a message. Mark Arthur, one of the lead admins and league owners here.
What do you say? I'm going to play Conan?
No, he said something to me. I got a little chuckle.
The good news is I'm not dipping right now, but I am eating a piece of pizza. Just so you know.
Yeah, I knew there was something going on over there.
Uh-huh.
Well, keeping an eye on Don Kilrow, even with the damage to the left rear of that machine. He seems to be doing okay. The problem right now for Kilrow is 5.6 seconds ahead of him, the race leader, Matt Gruenberg, as we begin lap number 111. And let's not forget lap 144 at the end of that lap. It's the end of stage number 2. This has been some good racing here tonight. We have had a few cautions expected here at Rockingham. Not as many as we were thinking, though, Rick.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's been a great race here so far, Chris. The driver's starting to get it figured out. I mean, it's always tough, and you know as well as I do. I mean, pay to win setups does a great job with the setups, but usually they don't come until a little later into the race as the race goes on. And I think drivers are finding that it's a little bit more comfortable now, and it seems like they're having a good time out there.
I've got a couple of drivers bringing it down pit road right now. How about 3? It's going to be Corey Sherman, Ian Habiak, and Jacob Hoppy. All 3 drivers bringing it down pit road here on lap 113. Coming out of her pit stall, actually in her pit stall right now. Oh, excuse me. No, I'm looking at the wrong line. That is Jake Elrod in his pit stall, and he has been there for a little while. See if he makes his way back out on track. There's 3 drivers that have retired from this race. Dave Seats in the 14, involved in a couple of cautions here tonight. Vincent Arthur, who had a little bit of an issue with his equipment. And Mr. Joshua Sexton also looks like he has called it a night here at the Rock.
Looks like Joshua Sexton had the same problem that Vincent Arthur had, Chris. Unfortunately, the iRacing God's not being too kind here tonight.
That happens from time to time. Gruenberg out front. Dalton Kilrow in second. New third place runner, Derek Paulson, with TBB right behind him. Let's not forget, Paulson sneaks out a win last week. Great run for him.
Very good run.
But he's got that monkey off his back, if you will. He's got that race won. Now he can just kind of let it hang. Like Corey Sherman out on track, moving pretty quickly right now. And the 31 of Christian Pittman up to 5th place, make it 4th as Dalton Kilroy brings it down pit road. So Sasquatch car all the way up to 4th position. You know, Michael Fox got a big old smile on his face.
Yeah, so one of the guys over at the Sasquatch Chronicles, gotta check them out.
Oh, the 31 brings it down below the yellow line a little before he intended to, but able to keep it going. And on to pit road he goes. Derek Paulson, your race leader right now, as Matt Gruenberg is on pit road. TBB running in 2nd. The Butcher about 3.5 seconds behind Derek Paulson. And now Paulson wolves it up. Here he comes down pit road. What's TBB going to do? He stays out.
It looks like TBB, I was actually thinking about coming down, Chris. I mean, his left front tire came down below the apron, and then he just said, no, I'm going to go again.
Got to get that lap led. So important. So very important. And after doing that, here he comes back down pit road. Josh Klinger, if he stays out on track, that MF Designs number 20 gonna be your race leader. Right now, going through turns 3 and 4. Oh no, he's gonna bring it on down. That will give the race lead back over to the 54 of Matt Gruenberg.
Well, Michael, that sounds like a perfect road trip if you ask me.
Anytime you can spend with the kids, man, it's precious. So after a round of pit stops here at Rockingham, Matt Gruenberg resumes the race lead, 5.2 seconds ahead of Dalton Kilroy. Derek Paulson in 3rd, TBB 4th. John Perkins ran out the top 5, and look who's just outside of it. It's going to be the 44 of Aaron Bockover. So a great run for Aaron. And how about this? The 31 Pittman having a pretty darn good run himself. Bockover brings it down pit road. That's going to put him back down a lap. But the 31 out there getting it done, up 18 spots in the 6th position.
I think Aaron's been practicing pit stops, bro.
Did he not speed again?
He did not speed again.
Amazing.
I was in his cockpit view. He came in. He's a pro now. Look out, Danica Patrick.
I got to say, so far, Ian has held on to that helmet here in stage 2. He
He's in his
inhibited it.
element. Yeah.
And, well, he's running 16th. So maybe he needs it to get into the top 15. We're going to find out. I will say he doesn't typically wear it the whole race, but he did clean the visor, so maybe.
It's a good looking helmet, though.
Let's take a peek in on the last season's champion. 2nd place runner here tonight so far. It's Dalton Kilroy in the number 41. Only 3 drivers throwing up their live webcams for us here tonight, but we do appreciate that. I like to look in.
Another driver that we're out there missing, Chris, both on camera. I mean, we know the 17 Brian D is not on cam this week, but the 92 old Camo Woodside of Blake Decker.
Yeah, Decker not making the start here tonight.
Hopefully he didn't actually put moonshine in that mason jar. I was only kidding. If not, buddy, we'll see in about 5 years. It's all good. We'll hold your spot.
Well, Matt Gruenberg continues to dominate here tonight at Rockingham. Up 22 spots to take over the race lead. And man, once he's had it, he is not willing to let it go. 5.8 seconds is the gap differential between he and second place runner, the 41 of Don Kilroe.
He's gone, Chris. He's only, what, 10 cars right now on the lead lap?
It's fair to say he's in a different zip code.
He is.
And to answer that question, Rick, it's 9.
Nine cars on the lead lap. Mike Hamlin looks like the last car on the lead lap. How far can Gruenberg go?
I will say the gap is not increasing as fast as it was at one time, but it is increasing nonetheless. And this race may be the one that puts everybody on notice here at Blazing Pedals that he is the man to beat this season. We have had some consistency problems among the drivers. We've had computer issues aplenty here so far this season for Blazing Pedals. I think if that gets straightened out a little bit, there might be a little bit more of a challenge here for Gruenberg. Not saying that this current field isn't a challenge. Not at all. I mean, you've got last season's champion. You have Derek Paulson, who can win on any given week. TBB, John Perkins. The list goes on and on and on about who can win here. But nobody seems to be holding on with Gruenberg at this point in the season.
No, we also have a couple of drivers that are out there racing in the real world. And we already talked about Blake Decker, Chris. He's out there running his car in dirt. We got the 19 of Marquis Smith working on his car, trying to get ready for his season opener. So it's good to see some of these guys going out and taking their experience from the sim and iRacing to the real world racing.
Well, that part's pretty cool. I mean, the fact that you can come out of this sim and hop into a real race car and have some luck is actually very neat. And plenty of drivers have done it. And it's just good to see that some of these Blazing Pedal guys are having some success in the real world as well.
Exactly.
Well, the 44 of Aaron Bockover would like to get a lap back, and that's exactly what he's doing as he goes around the 54. The 54 gives a wide berth. Very wide berth. Actually breaks his line quite a bit. And Aaron went by him so fast. I don't know that the 54 even saw him coming. Up ahead of our race leader, it's the 8 of Amanda Sherman. Sherman already starting to work up the track a little bit, giving a wide berth to our race leader, Matt Gruenberg, as he goes by. So the maturity level of her as a driver is already being seen through these first 9 races.
Well, very respectable driver out there on track, Chris. I mean, like we talked earlier in the broadcast, just got to get over that little confidence hump and just know that, you know, she's going to be okay. Ooh. Oh, boy.
Caution on lap 138. Derek Paulson, Corey Sherman, and Well, I guess that's it. We're involved. Let's go back and take a peek. Derek Paulson in the 6 machine. Oh, gets into the wall. And somehow, oh man, hard hit to the inside retaining wall. Back out. And it was like the 3 just had a magnet. Couldn't stop himself from going right into the 6. So Corey Sherman, very beat up. The 6 is going to be able to continue on, but may not be the same race car as it was. And it's caution on the track.
And let me tell you, the guy that is running, what, 3rd right now, the 66, Jordan McAvoy. Did you see him have to, like, nail on the brakes, Chris? I think we got to change his shorts.
Well, that'd be the 2nd time tonight. He was the one that got into the backside of the 41 under caution. All right, well, our race leader, Matt Gruenberg. Here we are on lap number 140. Rick, I think we're going to end stage 2, possibly under this caution.
I think you're right, Chris.
Well, these guys are getting around the track very well. Got to thank Pay to Win Racing Setups. Pay, the number 2, win. Make sure you go out there and get your setup so you too can have a shot to win. And I think it's pretty obvious Matt Gruenberg enjoying this setup here tonight. Pit stop starting to happen.
Unfortunately, Chris, Derek Paulson going to get the EOL there because of that caution.
Yeah. Car did kind of step out from underneath him.
That it did.
So, again, split strategies. A lot of drivers bringing it down pit road. Some drivers keeping it out there. Let's get a word in from Butt Kicker.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Back live here at Rockingham as we're working a lap at 142 under caution. And this stage will end at the end of lap 144. We are going too wide. Looks like we might get a lap in.
It's going to be a showdown.
Yeah, pace truck lights are off. So we'll get a couple of laps even. Row 1 going to be Matt Gruenberg, our race leader. Looks like he's going to opt for the inside lane. Dalton Kilroe to his outside. Jordan McAvoy and Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. Making up row number 2. Row 3 going to be John Perkins and Christian Pittman. So Pittman having a very good race here at the Rock. Canamar, Mike Hamlin, Derek Paulson, Corey Rutherford. Round out the drivers on the lead lap, top 10 drivers. Brian D is the first driver, 1 lap down as the Silverado comes down pit road. A little tire wiggle out of the 54. And we are back under the green flag. Just a couple of laps. And look at the jump. He's got half a second already, Rick, as they go down Thunder Alley. My word, what a restart. Jordan McAvoy going to try and get there. Looks like Ian Haviak and Rick Thompson might have had some trouble. 1 lap to go for the end of stage number 2. And it is looking like Gruenberg going to hold on to this one. The battle right now really for second spot, and Jordan McAvoy takes it. Jordan McAvoy up to second spot, gets around Dalton Kilrow. And stage 1 going to go to this man right here in the 54. Excuse me, stage 2, it is Matt Gruenberg.
I'm actually surprised the caution didn't come out before then, Chris, because unfortunately it wasn't just the 16 of Habiak and the 76 of Rick Thompson involved in that accident, but we stayed under green. Drivers did a good job keeping that track clear.
All right, Rick, well, let's go back and take a peek, see what happened. What got our attention? Looks like the 61 a little slow to go. Oh. Man, all kinds of cars involved in that one, including the 22, the 86, and more. But as you said, we stay under the green and finish stage number 2. Well, now it's going to be a race to the end. Lap 240. Just under 100 laps to go. Our race leader coming down pit road. Stops in his stall. Let's see what he's going to do. Right sides are up.
You want some good years, bud.
4 tires make a good year. And Matt Gruenberg all done with his service. He is venturing back out onto the racing surface. Meanwhile, Corey Rutherford stays out. Corey Rutherford will pick up the race lead. This track, very hard to drive. And there's a lot of cars out there that are proving that out.
Now, Chris, do me a favor. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
The 86 of Terry Foster,
Okay.
who is sitting in 22nd position.
Right.
That is a Wallace paint scheme, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure because I think he needs an update, and I think I'm gonna do a Bubba Wallace for him.
All right.
Not the right Wallace, or
We can try it. Anything might help. It really does come down to the paint. Got to thank Michael Falk Racing Designs for all the beautiful paints that he does. Also for sponsoring tonight's race. Been a good one here at Rockingham. Cautions are starting to creep up a little bit though, Rick, and pretty soon we're going to be at 5. If that happens, these guys restart single file. And that will help nobody trying to catch the leader.
no?
Speaking of the race leader right now, Corey Rutherford, Jordan McAvoy, Matt Gruenberg, your top 3. Dalton Kilrow, John Perkins round out top 5. Christian Pittman, 6th, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, 7th, Tanner Marr, Mike Hamlin, 8th and 9th, and Derek Paulson rounds out the top 10. Looks like Brian D's back on the lead lap along with Josh Klinger, Brad Collins, and Aaron Bockover, but they have to go around the pace car to do it.
Let me tell you, Jordan McAvoy in that 66 Infinite Empire Revolution Supra, Chris, man, he's very racy here tonight.
You sure it's a Supra? All right.
Yeah. Unless that just says super with an A. I'm not sure. Supra?
Supra.
Maybe he's asking me to come over for supper. I don't know.
Supper. Oh, yes, the Toyota Supper. One of their finest models. Pace truck lights are off, getting ready to go back under the green flag. And, well, we're going to have about 91 laps to the end. Corey Rutherford leads everybody down, and Corey hits the loud pedal. Here we go, back under green. Corey with a good restart. We'll see how long he can try and hold on to it. He's got some stiff competition right behind him as Gruenberg follows him through. Oh, Jordan McAvoy falls quickly. Gruenberg already looking for the race lead. Gruenberg takes it over. Here comes Christian Pittman. Pittman gonna try and get second.
I mean, I'm not shocked that that happened, knowing what we know.
Christian Pittman takes over second spot, and John Perkins now takes over third. Corey Rutherford going backwards in a hurry because Tanner Mars going through as well. Jordan McAvoy, who started up towards the front here on this last restart, fell back a little bit. Seems to have his tires underneath him now. He goes around Corey Rutherford. Mike Hamlin now. Corey Rutherford going the wrong way.
I think he's thinking that he probably wished he took tires right about now.
Up front, Matt Gruenberg being chased down by Christian Pittman. Pittman half a second behind Gruenberg. As we take a good look here at that Sasquatch machine, the 31 riding high in second spot. And we've been talking about John Perkins for a good portion of the season, Rick. He's been qualifying very well, definitely putting in a lot of time practicing. Here it is paying off at the Rock as he is running third here on lap 155.
It helps if I'm not muted. That's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say.
Yes, it does. Tanner Marr in the 21 running in fourth position. Jordan McAvoy, after he got his tires back underneath him, running in fifth. Here comes Dalton Kilrow. Kilrow looks down to the inside, going to try and take one away from Jordan McAvoy. And he does it. And here comes Mike Hamlin to do the same thing. Hamlin in the 28. Oh, chops the nose off the 66. Jacob Hoppy going to try and be right there as well. Hoppy running in 19th. Trying to get some valuable laps back. Last person, well, let's see. Yeah, last person on the lead lap to 22. He's running in 14th spot. It's Brad Collins. That means the first person one lap down going to be the 16, the kid Ian Haviett.
It's all Tim's fault too. That's all I'm gonna say.
He just has to go bowling.
I told you, he's out there eating hot dogs with black olives and avocados. I'm telling you, celebration for his driver, not driver, driver that supposedly won today.
I'll tell you who's looking good to win here. It's Matt Gruenberg.
Terry Foster? Oh.
No, definitely not. Terry running 22nd. Now, the only good side to that is Terry is up 5 positions since the drop of the green flag here tonight, 161 laps ago. He is ahead of his teammate, Amanda Sherman. So I think this will be the first time this season He may finish ahead of Amanda. It only took Amanda getting into a major accident to do it.
Oh, yeah, Terry, we love you, buddy.
Gruenberg, Pittman, Marr, your top three here at Blazing Pedals this Sunday night. Live from the Rock. Brad Collins bringing it down pit road. Keep an eye on that situation, Rick.
Yeah, I'm watching what happens to the 22 here.
Unscheduled pit stop for the 22.
I do believe a little bit of service was done there on that 22 MF Racing Designs Ford Mustang.
Yeah, for those at home keeping track of manufacturer points, Toyota, Ford, Chevy, Ford, your top five. Leading the way here tonight, this Toyota, Matt Gruenberg. Starting to pull away just a little bit from Christian Pittman. Pittman doing a pretty good job trying to hold on, though. Still under a second, the gap differential. So as good as Gruenberg has been tonight, Pittman not letting him go easily. This goes right along with the rest of the season here at Blazing Pedals. Every week it seems to be a different top three, and you just never know where they're going to come from in the field to get there.
Well, I can tell you that there's two little girls that are pretty excited about the person that's sitting in third place, Chris. It's their favorite car of Tannermar. They call it their cotton candy machine. Of course, it's got to be happy for that guy who's sitting in fifth place right now, too. Driving his butt off this season.
Yeah, John Perkins doing a great job. Let's go back to Tanner Marr. He's up 8 spots since the drop of the green flag to get to that third place. And since we were talking about him, John Perkins up 1 spot into 5th. That doesn't tell a tale of the race, but it tells you where they're at right now. And here comes Mike Hamlin. Makes an easy pass around John Perkins. So new 5th place runner going to be Mike Hamlin in the 28, the Ghost Machine.
I'm not sure if Perkins just didn't want to, beat up his equipment any more than he already has, Chris, because he did come over the radio to let Mike Hamlin know, go ahead, make the pass whenever you feel comfortable. I'm just going to sit here and do my line. And so Perkins either trying to save or trying to set something up here.
Well, there's a long way to go to the end, and no reason to beat that equipment up yet. And that may be all it is, or like you said, maybe he's got something planned. Tire rule is in effect here tonight. Only 3 sets of tires plus the one you start with. And that has come into play more often than not here so far this season. This being race number 9 for the Blazing Pedals here on Sunday night. Looks like Corey Sherman bringing it down pit road once again.
Yeah, disappointing news out of the Savage Edge TNA Motorsports driver, the number 3, Corey Sherman. Chris, that car, the motor has expired.
2 weeks in a row now, Savage Edge number 3 machine has popped a motor. Gonna have to talk to the engine department about that.
Well, Chris, the crew is going to have enough time after this race to get it all set up. Of course, next week we are off due to Mother's Day being next Sunday. So if you haven't yet, make sure you get the wife something special. You're welcome. A week early.
I never have understood that. It's Mother's Day. My wife isn't my mother.
Yeah, well, your kids are older now, so they can actually go out and buy stuff for her or make stuff for her,
Yeah. Yeah, that'll happen. I'm sure of it.
It's about the kids, bro. And then we come back on the 16th of May.
Daytona. Can't wait for that one.
Not Daytona, Talladega.
Talladega. Can't wait for that one.
I can get Mark to change it to New Hampshire. That's fine. I'm sure we can switch some dates around.
Yeah.
I would be okay with that.
Sure. You want to do New Hampshire? Sure.
No. I'm going to be in Maine, brother.
Oh, that's right.
So it can be New Hampshire.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Lord. I'm going to handle Talladega all by my lonesome.
Are you kidding me? I bet Terry Foster will park his 86. It's been running so hard tonight. He needs a break.
Now, Terry Foster going to finish ahead of Corey Sherman tonight. Man, when the hammer drops, it sure does drop hard, doesn't it?
It does.
Grunberg, Pittman, Marr, your top three still. Fourth spot belongs to last season's champion, Dalton Kilroe. Right where he qualified, Rick, but he has led a lap here tonight. Taylor Butcher Benjamin sitting in fifth spot. Falls 3 since the drop of the green flag here tonight. Mike Hamlin behind him, up 1. John Perkins down 1. Jordan McAvoy in the 66, down 5. Then we come to Aaron Backover. Backover up 16. He is inside the top 10. Brian Dees rounds out that top 10, and his number 17, the Soul Stealer, just not really happy with this racetrack. And it is showing out in his performance here at Rockingham. But up front still, it is Matt Gruenberg with a 1.3 second lead now over Christian Pittman.
Pittman's car looks good where it's sitting though, Chris. Up 22 positions since the drop of the green flag.
Yeah, same as our race leader, Matt Gruenberg. So did not qualify. Neither driver going to be eligible for the biggest mover award here tonight.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Aaron Backover not qualify?
I know he did not.
But it looks like it's going to would go to the 24 of Cody Moore if the race was to end right now.
I believe you're right, but I tried to get a little clarification on that last week. I'm not sure if it will go to Cody Moore if they just omit it because the biggest movers didn't qualify. That is a change in the rule book this season. You have to qualify, and some drivers still not doing it. Tanner Marr works behind the 16 of Ian Habia, and the TRJ Karting.com machine falls to the 21 of Tanner Marr. Oh, 16 getting very tight. We saw him up way towards the wall there. And it's pretty obvious the Ford is not handling well for Ian Habiak right now. As the 86 goes down yet another lap to our race leader, Matt Gruenberg.
Now, have you hopped into the cockpit of the 54 at all, Chris?
Well, let's do it.
Think he might have learned something?
Oh. Gruenberg, a very smart driver, doesn't take him long to catch in. And, yeah. Now, he is just clutching it, so he could do better. Don Kilroe gives lessons every Thursday night. Let's see what Don's doing. See, that's how you do it, Rick, right there. You shut it right off. Silence out of that motor. How about the butcher? What's he up to? Oh, the butcher says, you know, we have to pit again anyway. Might as well just keep the hammer on. So Grunberg and a few others out there saving fuel, trying to get everything they can out of it. Maybe try and make this a one more stop race, and that's exactly what they are trying to do.
And 2 drivers already coming down pit road, the 17 of Brian Dees and the 24 of Cody Moore, Chris.
Yeah, not able to make it, so coming down pit road a little bit early, and that means they'll probably have to stop 2 more times. I think they have to get to a lap 195. If they can do that, it'll be a one-stop race. Oh, I love the strategy of it all.
Now here comes the 21 of Tanner Marr coming out of 3rd place, Chris. He's heading down pit road.
Wow, Rutherford just chopped the nose off from our race leader. The 55 moving right now. Gets a lap back. And Joshua Rutherford is gone. The 54 still trying to save fuel. Knows he has to try and get to lap 195 in order to make it. And it all depends on how long ago did he start trying to save fuel. Rick, I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. Terry Foster and Amanda Sherman ahead of Corey Sherman.
Yes. Especially since the 3 team has packed up the Savage Edge Supra into the hauler.
And speaking of the 3,
Dalton Kilroy with a big blink. And speaking of the 3, go ahead.
Yeah, he was in the infield car center. We're going to go ahead and get him in right now. Corey, I'm sorry, I didn't see it at first. I got it to you now. Corey Sherman, driver number 3. Not the luck you were looking for here tonight at Rockingham. Corey. And of course, you know.
It's Corey Sherman. You know where he is right now.
Yeah. We're going to leave him right here. And when he gets back, hopefully he notices that he's back, doesn't start swearing and cursing the fact that instead of running the banner this week, he's going to be last for the TNA Motorsport Camp.
Because the poor guy's back hurts so bad from carrying it for so long.
Now Grunberg out front in front of Dalton Kilroy. 7.8 seconds is the gap differential. And now the 54 brings it down pit road. Rick, 195 is the lap number.
And here comes Dalton Kilroy to do the same thing, Chris.
45 laps is about as close as you want to try and cut it. And we do have a new race leader. Oh, no, we don't. I thought we did, but we don't. Derek Paulson is going to try and take it away.
Nope, Paulson coming in.
Olsen not going to bother bringing it down. Tanner Marr stays out. Tanner Marr going to try and lead one. He does get around Gruenberg, so Tanner Marr up front now. And the 21 machine having a great night. Doing a great job. Up 10 spots right now to lead this one here on lap 196. Tanner Marr going to lead his first lap of the season. Race number 9. And it looks like Corey was here, and then he
was.
left.
It looks like he dropped, yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, Corey, we tried.
You got to send us a message, bro.
He did send me a message, but, you know,
well, there's
as I
half
tried
the
to
problem.
explain to him last week, my screen is busy. So is that screen, and so is that screen. If you got to poke anybody, you got to poke Rick so he can tell me what the heck's going on. Hey, look, Terry Foster's getting passed by the race leader. And it happened quickly. Just kidding, Terry. I'm not kidding. Actually, you did get passed quickly. But I don't mean to pick on you much right now. Think he's going to fall for that one, Rick?
No.
Christian Pittman right behind our race leader. And the 31 would love to try and take it away. The field is very bunched up right now.
Very, very. And all mixed up.
Yeah, well, we had those green flag stops. That's good to do it. Oh, Pittman going to take advantage of the 21 moving up for Don Kilrow, and we have a new race leader right here on lap 201. It's going to be the 31 of Christian Pittman. Oh, Pittman kind of come out of nowhere, takes over the race lead, and Tanner Marr was trying to do the right thing, try and stay out of the faster driver's way, and it bit him.
Well, you know what, Chris? I mean, isn't that what Sasquatch does? You know, he stalks in the shadows, makes a move where nobody can see him, and boom, before you know, he's out running you. He's just gone, you know?
And Gruenberg now down to the inside of Tanner Marr. Gruenberg going to try and take over second spot, and he does it. So Marr back to third, Gruenberg in second. Our race leader, the 31 of Christian Pittman. Man, how big would this be for Michael Falk Racing Designs to have the 31 take the race win here tonight? He's got to hold on, Rick, for 37 more laps in order to do it. And he's got some slower traffic up ahead of him, so Christian Pittman has got to work through those slower cars, and the 54 using the 31 to make those holes big. Here he comes, Matt Gruenberg getting right to the bumper of the 31. Speaking of right to the bumper, man, oh man, the 31 is caught up. The 28 and the 22 racing side by side, doing our race leader no favors at all. And now the 28 gets going. Hamlin looking in his rear view mirror going, hey, that's the leader.
And hop in the cockpit of that 54 and see what's happening.
What did you say about it? I'm sorry.
I said hop into the cockpit of the 54 and see what's still happening.
Still saving fuel, huh? Well, he's got a full tank of fuel. You can see that off to the right-hand side, that far right gauge, his fuel gauge, sitting just under the 8. And you're right, 54 saving fuel. Maybe a little bit worried that 45 is a bit long to stretch it out. Let's go back over to our race leader, the 31 of Pittman. Man, how cool would it be if we had a first-time winner here at Blazing Pedals tonight at Rockingham?
In an MF Racing Designs paint job, and the race is sponsored by MF Racing Designs. Whoa.
Look at this jumbled mess our race leader's trying to find a way through. Mike
Nice.
Hamlin trying to stay on the lead lap, and he is all kinds of in front of our race leader.
And Corey, yeah, it looks like that is happening, but sorry we missed it. You messaged the wrong person. You got to message your driver. I'm the only one that really cares about the Shermans. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I would probably take a nail gun to the thigh for you.
Wow.
Chris, so we know what
man.
the 54 is doing. I've been watching, of course, and I got somebody else in my ear telling me too. Dalton not saving no fuel right now.
Yeah,
But of course,
really,
Dalton's sitting in 11th, so he's got to go.
yeah, he can't afford to. Dalton Kilrow, 11th spot, a lap down. He has got to find a way to try and finish top 10 tonight. That is my wish for him. And as we talked about at the top of the show, going through some issues, and would love just to see a little bit of a smile on his face here before we turn off the lights here at turn 3. Well, so far, Pittman doing everything he can to stay ahead of Matt Gruenberg. Gruenberg led more laps than anybody else here tonight. And it looks like he's starting to get to the back bumper. May have saved enough fuel, Rick, at this point, because it looks like he is just going.
He is. Now he's like, okay.
The Toyota trying to catch the Ford. And it's going to come down to fuel mileage. I believe the 54 quite content to run where he is right now and just looking for that hole from the 31.
Whoa.
And we might have it right here. The 31 comes off from 4 a little high, and Matt Gruenberg takes over the race lead. Pittman fights back on the outside through turns 1 and 2. Not going to be able to do it. Matt Gruenberg takes over the race lead once again.
Holy cow.
Well, he was stalking for just a little while. I think he saved enough fuel, and he is going to rocket ship out of here. But he's got the same problem that Pittman had, Rick. He has got to find a way around Mike Hamlin.
Exactly. And once they get around Hamlin, they got to get around the Butcher, who is sitting in 6th position.
Yeah, top 7 drivers right now on the lead lap. Everybody going around Terry Foster. Once again, Terry not having the night he wanted.
Because he's out of taffy.
Well, he's out of practice is really what it is.
Because he ate too much taffy.
When you run a part-time schedule, Rick, you know?
Wow, you're harsh. So Matt Gruenberg made that pass, Chris, and no, he's still saving.
Well, 24 laps to go for our race leader, Gruenberg, who very much like Pittman cannot seem to find a way around that 28 machine. The 28 hugging that yellow line just like our race leader. Now he does come off a little bit taller than him, but this time the 54 stays down a little bit lower, not going to be able to get there. The 10 drops down to the yellow line. Brian V is going to go down a spot. So the Butcher climbs into the top 5. And Mike Hamlin follows through. The 17 goes back down a lap. Top 6 drivers on the lead lap. And here comes Pittman. Pittman, sends it really hard into the corner and gets a little bit of a push out of it. Has to roll it up. And that's going to cost him some time on track. Gap differential now between first and second, about 0.6 of a second. As the 28, Mike Hamlin, giving the race leader everything he could ask for. Finally, now Gruenberg might have found a way around him. Hamlin going to go down a lap. Man, oh man, has he been fighting hard. And that fight now comes to an end as the 54 finds a way around him.
Now he puts a sight on the sights on the 10 of the Butcher Benjamin, Chris.
Top 5 drivers now on the lead lap. And this one has been tough. I bet you every single one of these drivers out there would be, hey, can we go back to Iowa?
Iowa was such a good race. I mean, it's such a good racetrack, too.
Love that track.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. TBB doing everything he can to stay on the lead lap. He is running in 5th spot. He's the last driver on the lead lap. Matt Gruenberg right behind him, applying the pressure. Heading into turns 1 and 2, Gruenberg has the inside. And Gruenberg side by side with the Butcher going into turn 3. Coming out of turn number 4, the 54 picks up a head of steam. Matt Gruenberg puts 5th place. Taylor Butcher Benjamin down 1 lap. Top 4 drivers now on the lead lap. What's he going to do if he laps everybody here tonight?
He's going to spin around and do a 360 or 180 in reverse and drive around himself.
Very possible here tonight. Absolute dominance once he was able to take over the race lead. Unfortunately, his biggest competition here tonight, Vincent Arthur, going to finish in 26th position due to a computer issue. Hate to see that. Hate to see good competition go by the wayside. I'm not sure which one of those drivers would have won, but it would have been a heck of a battle. If you recall, back in the first stage, Arthur just could not do wrong. That car running on a rail. And now the 54 doing the same thing. Cody Moore just ahead of our race leader in the 24. Cody sits in the 15th position. And he's going to fall another lap. Gap differential between Gruenberg and Pittman, 3.5 seconds.
Now, not the biggest lead that we've seen tonight, but it is growing.
Oh, it's growing, and it's growing in a hurry. 3.7 now. We'll see what it is at the line. As Gruenberg going to cross the line with 13 laps to go. 3.95 seconds is the lead. And it is growing. Not saving fuel anymore is the 54 of Matt Gruenberg with 13 laps to go. And he is not done with his mission yet. Wants to win another one here for Blazing Pedals. And the 54 well on his way to do it, barring something happening.
Like hurricane?
Hurricane, server outage, something. Disappointing night for a lot of drivers here, but this is a very difficult track. And it seems like it's hard no matter what you do. And you either take to it very quickly or you go down a lap.
Or she bites him. Or 2. Or 3.
Or 3 or 13, 62, 127, 141, 155, 183, whatever it is. But I want to commend all the drivers for sticking out there and going to the final 10 laps of this one. Can't be easy, Rick, when you know you're not competitive. Cody Moore bringing it down pit road.
Yeah, right now there's a bunch of drivers, Chris, that say just drop that checkered flag already.
Few drivers coming down pit road, not going to have enough fuel to finish this one out. Got to get one more top off. And the 54 says, nope, I did my job. I saved fuel. Matt Gruenberg working through some slower traffic. TBB right on his back deck lid. Top 3 drivers now on the lead lap. He got around Jordan McAvoy.
Oh, no. Dan Mars going to come in the pit.
Now third place, going to give up third place. That's tough. Yeah, Tanner Marr on pit road. 7, then make it 6 laps to go. You see Tanner Marr on the bottom of the screen working his way to his pit stall.
I just heard my girls upstairs saying, please no.
Oh, man.
They should
Gruenberg,
be in bit.
Pittman, the only 2 drivers on the lead lap. Pittman, 9.1 seconds behind our race leader. The Butcher takes over third spot. Jordan McAvoy, Mike Hamlin, your top 5. 5 laps to go. Four to go after that time by. Gap up to 10.5 seconds, and it is cruising up.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it is just cranking. 11.4 seconds now. 11.5. 11.7. 11.9. 12 seconds, make it 12.2 seconds as he crosses the start-finish line. Matt Gruenberg putting a hurting down on everybody here tonight. Last week, he was in an incident, didn't finish well. Ended up not finishing a race at all, DNF. But he is back this week. Next time by, going to take popsicle sticks in the air. 2 laps to go for the 54. Pretty smooth sailing going right now for Matt Gruenberg. Could almost put it in neutral for the whole back stretch down Thunder Alley. And the 54 dives it down into turns 3 and 4. The car handling perfectly for him. White flag clinched and waving now for the 54. 1 more lap to go for Matt Gruenberg to win here at Rockingham. One last time down the backstretch. The Butcher was trying to take a look to the inside to get his lap back. Not going to do it. The checkered flag waving in the air. The 54 of Matt Gruenberg going to win this one here at the Rock. Pittman going to come in second spot, 17 seconds behind. And then it's the Butcher. What a race and a dominant performance here out of the 54 machine. At the end of it all, nobody had anything for the 54 here tonight. As his cool down lap is done and it is time to send some tires to heaven. We're going to take a quick step away, get some butt kicker action in. When we come back, post-race interviews for our top 3 right here live on the Turn 3 Racing Network.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
And we're back live here at The Rock. And unfortunately, it looks like we only have 2 out of our top 3 finishers. Rick, I believe you caught up with our 3rd place finisher down just 1 lap. It's Taylor the Butcher Benjamin.
That I did. Driver the number 10, MF Racing Designs Machine. Oh, sounds like Matt Grunberg just blew up. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, you got Rick Chris up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I do.
Man. How about that race?
Yeah, I don't know how Matt was able to keep that pace and not run out of fuel, but he did quite a yeoman's job in doing that. I'm glad I topped off on the 1 to go just after that last caution, because I'm not sure I would have made it if I didn't do that. But also getting put a lap down kind of helped me save some more, or have more room in case I were to run out. But top 3 at a track that I know I'm okay at, but I figured I'll be in trouble with me, how I slide around the tires a lot. But thanks to another great setup by David Lamb, I was able to keep it under me and bring him another podium.
Well, it's good for you, man. I mean, I know that you're looking to get a little further on that podium, but right now, so far, the season's been good, man. And you did a heck of a job with the race. I mean, you're right. I mean, I don't know how Grunberg did it either, and I think we're going to find out. But he was doing a little bit of saving there, but he was just doing it at the right times to save enough there. But it sounds like his car tired too, bud.
Yeah, just really glad getting some good momentum rolling into the off week. And Talladega, I'm looking forward to that, because last year end up with a 1st and a 2nd. So
yeah,
looking forward to big things.
I think it's going to be good, man. Now, hopefully you have a good week off, and then we'll see you there. But is there anybody in that 10 you'd like to thank here tonight?
Yeah, I think Buck Kicker, I think Pay to Win Setups again. Thank you guys in the broadcast booth and everybody at Turn 3 Racing. Thank MF Racing Designs. Michael Falk gave me a slick looking ride. And also a shout out to Rick Thompson's daughter. I've read that she just recently graduated from Southern Utah University, so that's pretty unique. And everybody keep Dalton Kilrow in your thoughts and prayers. His grandma's kind of on hospice care, and she's struggling to keep going, but we're definitely thinking about him. Thanks to Mark and Sam for what they do in the race control tower, and thanks for the fans to tune into the broadcast.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, listen, you're absolutely right. Can't have said any better. Obviously Dalton and his family definitely in our thoughts and prayers, man. And hopefully everything turns out okay. But we're here for them if they need us.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, my brother. You have a great night and enjoy your off week. And I look forward to seeing that. That, like you said, it is a very snazzy looking car, man. I love that thing.
Yeah, I like it too. He always does a really kick-ass job in making these paints. So looking forward to next 2 weeks from now.
All right, brother. Hey, congratulations, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yep. See you then.
Driver of the number 10, bringing it home in 3rd place tonight. It's Taylor Butcher Benjamin. And in our race winning spot.
Now, how about we got Pittman here?
Oh, hey, we've got Christian Pittman showing up a little bit late there, Christian, but a fine 2nd spot for you in your number 31. Too bad you took off a little early.
Yeah, we had a pretty quick car, and what I realized was on that last run that I didn't have enough fuel to not make it to the end, so I had to start saving really hard. And the last 5 laps, I almost had the engine off all the way around once I realized me and Matt were the only ones on the lead lap, and I was able to kind of slowly save fuel, and we crossed the line with .2 laps left in the tank.
Oh man. Okay. Well, yeah, that's just enough fuel to get there. All right, bud. Well, you did a great job. You're up 22 spots here tonight to finish in second spot. The paint job looking great. Who do you have to thank for your second place finish here tonight?
I'd like to thank my grandparents as always, my dad and my girlfriend as always as well. Five Kings Motorsports, Butt Kicker, TRJ Karting, MF Racing Designs, and that's it.
All right. Well, Christian, now we're off next week. Talladega the week after. How do you feel about a super speedway?
Oh, that's my kind of track. I love super speedway tracks. I don't enjoy the big wrecks and things like that, but I feel like if you can keep your nose clean, it's always fun racing the last 15 laps.
All right, man. Well, congratulations bringing that Sasquatch home in second place tonight. It was a great night for you. That was the driver of the number 31 getting it done here tonight, Rick, in second spot. And, well, you had an opportunity to talk to our race winner.
Driver number 54, Machine Matt Grunberg here. Rick and Chris up here in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yep.
How the heck did you do it?
Just crunching the numbers before the race. Just kind of doing a long run, seeing how far I could go on fuel, and then just kind of pacing myself on the final run there based off what I kind of practiced and what the numbers I kind of needed to hit. I calculated about, on a normal pace, I was burning about 0.21 gallons a lap, and I knew once it was 10 to go and I had more than 2.1 gallons that it was, or one gallon of fuel. It was time to just go. And yeah, I was able to make it on one stop and keep some pace. So it worked out for us.
Excellent. I believe this is win number 4 for you?
I think so.
I think it's 4 so far of the season. We're only 9 races in. So, having an outstanding start here to the season, man. Now we are off next week and we head to Talladega the week after that. How you feeling?
Super speedways are always kind of anyone's game there. It's kind of the great equalizer. So we'll see how it goes. We'll get a good strategy going, and we'll see how it pays off.
Excellent, brother. Well, hey, listen, congratulations once again. Anybody in that 54 you'd like to thank?
Yeah, just Team AV, Jordan, Randy, Hackathorn wasn't here tonight, and then James and Jeff for making the paint. It looks great. I love it. And the league sponsors, Butt Kicker, Pay to Win, and MF Racing Designs. And, of course, you guys up in the booth.
Excellent. Well, thanks, brother. Well, congratulations and enjoy. I mean, like I said, you get a week off to enjoy it just a little bit more. So take advantage of that.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. That's a driver of the number 54, up 22 spots to win this one. And Rick, it was more than a win. It was kind of a domination.
A domination. Yeah, exactly. No question. And his I mean, I'm glad you keep the replay thing going there, Chris, because the motor in the 54 has expired. Okay. It has barbecued.
It has barbecued. Not going to make it back to pit road here tonight. Do want to thank everybody for making this all happen here on a Sunday night live on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Got to thank Pay to Win Setups. That's Pay the number 2 Win Setups. Make sure you check out Michael Falk Racing Designs, TRJKarting.com, and of course, Butt Kicker. Make sure you go to Butt Kicker and enter the word blazing to get yourself a nice little discount. That's going to do it live from us here at the Turn 3 Racing Network. This has been The Rock, Rockingham, and we've watched an absolutely dominating performance out of Matt Gruenberg. Christian Pittman bringing home second, Taylor Butcher Benjamin in third. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another broadcast from the Turn 3 Racing Network. We'll see you again next time.